Hey everybody. I want to talk about the Worlds Collide crossover for a second. Well, maybe not a second, but you get the idea. I want to talk about it for a moment. You see, I'm going to be honest with you. I think it looks all right now. I mean, look, it's living up to obviously the hype it's been given, but and again, to me it looks like it's turning out to be okay. It's turning out to be all right. But I think there's one thing I want to say about it. One thing I primarily want to say. Now, I said one time, I said in my 40 plus minute audio video, in the positives and negatives of the Mecha Sally World Tour 2 Death Egg Mark II arc, that that I briefly mentioned that the timing of the crossover you know, was kind of bad in some ways. Was not the best timing. But timing or not, um, I do want to mention something that I think doesn't just it really doesn't bother me as much because I know the characters are there, but I believe it kind of bothers some fans. And this is just opinion, but I think it kind of bothers some fans out here and out and about, I should say. And that is the fact that when you said this was a crossover between the Mega Man comic and the Sonic comic, basically a crossover between both franchises, um, you initially are told that the crossover is going to involve not just primarily Sonic and Mega Man crossing over with each other, but also some of the other characters, like Knuckles and Proto Man and Shadow and Bass, and you get the idea, and Amy and Roll. You kind of get what I'm saying. So if you're saying all the primary game characters from Sonic and the game characters and stuff from Mega Man are going to cross over and meet each other, then why, for at least so far, even though it doesn't feel like it, but so far issues, six issues, if you will, Mega Man 24, Sonic Universe 51, Sonic 248, Mega Man 25, Sonic Universe 52, and Sonic 249, and going on to later in a few weeks, Mega Man 26. Why, for a majority of 6 to almost 7 issues now, you have a majority of the cast, if you will, turned into roboticized masters? Um, where's the point of them crossing over with the other characters there? Where's the point? Now, you might say, well, the crossover is the fact you have robotication and robot master making all together in one. Yes, that is true. That is indeed true. But to me, it's like you say you're going to cross all the characters over with each other, and yet a majority of the Sonic game characters are all turned into roboticized masters. It doesn't make any sense. If you say you're going to cross them over, but do it in a way that's going to have them finally meet each other. You know? Don't just say, oh, we're going to do a crossover, and, oh, by the way, for a majority of the arc, a majority of the Sonic game cast is going to be roboticized masters. It's like, don't go out and say one thing and then do another. And I think, honestly, that's what bugs a lot of fans. I mean, I can understand why you did it. I mean, I can understand why Archie and Ian Flynn did it. I can understand that. I can understand you need to give Sonic and Mega Man more of a threat than just Eggman and Wily messing with time and space. I get that. But a lot of fans, and I've heard some fans talk about this, I'm not too happy with the fact that you showcase primarily, like with Mega Man 25, and then obviously Sonic 50 next month, that you're primarily showcasing all these characters together, and yet the characters, a majority of the game characters of Sonic, are roboticized masters. Doesn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make any sense to some people. And again, I can understand that. But I can also understand why why it was done. But but the thing is, it's like you want to. It's like I mean, basically, you make it look like you're advertising all the characters are going to come together, and they will eventually. But for majority of the time, you have them all like this, and it doesn't make sense to people. It really doesn't. So, let me know what you guys think below. I mean, do you think the roboticized master? Do you think there should have been more clarification on the roles that the characters were going to take? Or do you think they should have done the crossover to the point that you have all the characters meet and then maybe have something happen afterwards? Let me know what you think down below, folks. Comment if you like. I'll talk to y'all later.